messenger here to free your minds. You will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're headed towards the morning. You can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Oh, 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 oh. One day soon the sun will rise upon this human race. We'll see all the beauty that surrounds us in this place. It's not from all the things you buy with money you have earned. It's how you treat the people with the love that you have learned. You will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're headed towards the morning. You can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Oh, 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 oh. Intentional, you high-class social climbers, play your games. Meet the man that works the clock from 9 to 5 each day. Though you sign my paychecks, buddy, you ain't no mystic sage. Your signature ain't worth the ink you leave upon the page. You will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're headed towards the morning. And you can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking down your nose at me, you think you're something else. You must think I'm the dog that drools each time you ring the bell. Well, I am not your servant of its most unholy kind. I am just a messenger here to free your minds. You will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're headed towards the morning. You can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Oh, 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 oh. One day soon the sun will rise upon this human race. We'll see all the beauty that surrounds us in this place. It's not from all the things you buy with money you have earned. It's how you treat the people with the love that you have learned. You will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're headed towards the morning. You can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Oh, 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 oh. Intentional, you high-class social climbers play your games. Meet the man that works the clock from 9 to 5 each day. Though you sign my paychecks, buddy, you ain't no mystic sage. Your signature ain't worth the ink you leave upon the page. You will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're heading towards the morning. You can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking down your nose at me, you think you're something else. You must think I'm the dog that drools each time you ring the bell. Well, I am not your servant of its most unholy kind. I am just a messenger here to free your minds. You will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're headed towards the morning. You can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Oh, 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 oh. One day soon the sun will rise upon this human race. We'll see all the beauty that surrounds us in this place. It's not from all the things you buy with money you have earned. It's how you treat the people with the love that you have learned. You will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're headed towards the morning. You can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Oh, Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to Nick Straight Music. How's everybody doing? It's been a week. It has been a week indeed. Turn my monitors up. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited to just get into it and start playing some music. While the waiting screen was up, I decided that I'm going to do something completely unrehearsed. I'm going to do a mellow, like laid back version of You Were Never Right About Me. We'll see what happens. I'm going to tell you right now that fan's too loud. Sometimes on certain nights I feel the wind on my back, blowing through my hair. And I take the back road through the forest and the trees and throw away my cares. And everything's alright for a while. The leaves are turning and there's something in the air tugging on my heart. You might not think it, but these mean old city streets could tear a man apart. And I'm just wasting time for a while. It's been so long since I could say that I really felt like me. And this city's too damn constricting. I can barely breathe. Get down and search yourself and you'll find that you were never right about me. I thought I'd lost you back there somewhere in the crowd. Well, hello, my old friend. It's good to see you. It's good to be you. But our time here's at an end. Let's run while there's still time to get away. Help me find a way to see that I'm gonna be just fine. And this city's too damn constricting. I can barely breathe. Get down off of your high horse and you'll find that you were never right about me. This city's too damn constricting. I can barely breathe. Get down and search yourself and you'll find that you were never right about me. You were never right about me. Let's see how we're doing here. Let's play Blackbird. Let's play a Beatles song. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly to the light of a dark black night. What the heck? Can't do it with the capo on. There we go. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird, or something vaguely resembling Blackbird. Oh, let's play this is a song of mine called Cocoon. I haven't played it on the stream very often. Or not enough, rather. Perched high in a tree, lost in a dream, I spin my silk around me. Deep in the leaves, these emerald leaves abound, they will sustain me. And someday soon, burst from my cocoon. All that's within and all that's without becomes one. And all that you know and all that you doubt becomes one. And someday soon I'll burst from my cocoon. Fly away, your wings are made to glide on the breeze. You've hit the wall to heed the call of what you must be. And now you are free. Coward is he who only accepts what he's given, but faithful is he who questions the answers they give him. And someday soon I burst from my cocoon. Now's the time when you get high, go climb a tree, looking down from all around. What can you see? And now you are free. And someday soon I'll burst from my cocoon. Cocoon is the name of that song. I have to close this window because next door they're having a fire in the fire pit in the backyard, and the smoke is blowing right in the window. And I can't breathe. That's better. I apologize. Let's see. Let's play. Let's play a random Cat Stevens song. Let's do it here. This is off of the Tea for the Tillerman album from 1970. It's a song called Into White. I built my house from barley rice, green pepper walls and water ice, tables of paper wood, windows of light, and everything's emptying into white. A simple garden with acres of sky. A brown-haired dark mouse if one dropped by. Yellow Delaney would sleep well at night. With everything emptying into white. A sad blue-eyed drummer rehearses outside. A black spider dancing on top of his eyes. A red-legged chicken stands ready to strike. And everything's emptying into white. I built my house from barley rice, green pepper walls and water ice. And everything's emptying into white. Into White by Cat Stevens. Let's play. Let's finger pick another song. This is a song by my very, very good friend and musical soulmate, Kevin Scheibel. This song is called Dream. And the dream is gone. Simply put, the kind I long to make come true for me and you. But then it drifts away. A fleeting thought hard to define. Incomplete search for the line to make some sense in present tense. What slumber has to say. Dream. A dream for your dreams to come true. Dream, dream or the world will be blue. Dream, dream till the dawn lights the day. Dream, dream, you got to dream, you got to lie awake and close your eyes to terms of hatred that belies our pulling strings for better things, a new impassioned play. We were taught when we were young, it's tough to love holding a gun. In fear we fight, it isn't right. I hope we learn someday to dream. Dream for your dreams to come true. Dream. Dream or the world will be blue. Dream. Dream till the dawn lights the day. Dream, dream, you got to dream, you got to. 4 a.m. the dream is gone. Simply put, the kind I long to make come true for me and you, but then it drifts away. Dream, dream for your dreams to come true. Dream, dream or the world will be blue. Dream, dream till the dawn lights the day. Dream, dream, you got to dream, you got to. Dream by Kevin Scheibel, a beautiful song written by a beautiful human being. See how we're doing here. I'm just kind of in a finger-picking mood tonight. Hey, welcome to the Demented Butter. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I don't think we've seen you around before. Love the setup. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You've landed on at Nick Straight Music. I am Nick Straight, in case you hadn't guessed. I've been a musician for a very long time, but I've just recently found Twitch. I'm using it primarily to record my first solo album in real time. You guys are actually watching that whole process as it's unfolding. It's been great. It's been a whirlwind. We've been doing it about 6 months, and we've built a very cool community full of all kinds of awesome people here. But anyway, welcome to my studio. You are welcome to hang out as long as you want. I play mostly my own songs. I throw some covers in there every now and then, but my entire career has been songwriting, basically. So I have albums and albums and albums worth of my own songs. And I haven't spent a whole lot of time playing other people's music. With that being said, let's play a Cat Stevens song. This is called Father and Son, in case you hadn't guessed already. It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something's going on. But take your time, think a lot, think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. How can I try to explain talk. I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. Yes, I know I have to go. It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. All the times that I cried, keeping all the things I knew inside. And it's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. If they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. Yes, I know I have to go. Father and Son by Cat Stevens. Let's see, I don't think I've heard this song, but it sounds really good. Are you not familiar with Cat Stevens? You'll hear a lot about Cat Stevens here on my channel. He's one of my personal heroes. He's an amazing person. That song is from 1970. It's over 50 years old. Yeah, I don't play a whole lot of covers, but I do like to play some Cat Stevens songs from time to time. This is a song of mine. It's called The Way to Love. You don't know me, and that's a fact. You can't imagine what I carry on my back. A broken home, a broken heart, a broken will to live sometimes. But still I find the way to love in your eyes. Yes, I find the way to love in your eyes. Many questions go running through my head. Will this world be like the day that I'm dead? Will you stand up? Will you be strong and watch for me the next sunrise? No, I found the way to love in your eyes. Yes, I found the way to love in your eyes. What those people did, I'm sorry, I must say. But be what you want, and don't follow the cues of the ones who have harmed you. in so many ways. Now I know that we all have our angry days. Before you spend your life inside a darkened haze, I hope you learn, I hope you grow, I hope someday you realize that you can find the way to love in your eyes. Yes, you can find the way to love in your own eyes. What those people did, I'm sorry, I must say. To be what you want to be, and don't follow the cues of the ones who have harmed you in so many ways. Yeah, you don't know me, and that's a fact. You can't imagine what I carry on my back. A broken home, a broken heart, a broken will to live sometimes, but still I find the way to love in your eyes. Yes, I found the way to love in your eyes. Oh, yeah. The Way to Love was the name of that song. The Way to Love. The song was really good. I always wanted to learn guitar. It's been my best friend for 30 years. This is my 30th anniversary as a guitar player this year. I don't know what I'd do without it. So, yeah, get you a guitar. Get you a guitar. This is Olive, by the way. All of my guitars are very good friends of mine. Those are just the ones that fit on the wall. I have more stored away. Those are the ones that I'm actively using for recording the album. But my guitars are all named. They all have stories, and they've all been ripped apart and put back together by me. They're all highly customized for my own hands. They all do exactly what I want them to do. But yeah, learn the guitar. It's very worthwhile. Let's see. But yeah, so a little backstory about me, since you're new. Actually not. One of my hobbies is buying cheap guitars and renovating them. I've got guitars that are amazing that I just didn't spend a whole lot of money on, you know. I know how to work on them, so. See, and I have a guitar, I just haven't gotten to learning. That's okay. You'll get around to it. When the inspiration truly hits you, you'll get it, and you'll never want to put it down, so. Let's see. Yeah, so I was in a band for a long time called Union Street for about 12 years. We operated mostly in the Pacific Northwest of the U.S., like Washington, Idaho, Oregon. We broke up about 8 years ago, and I've been solo since then. But yeah, I'm just now finally getting around to recording my own solo album. Let's see. Let's play. There's so many to choose from.
Let's play kind of a soft finger picker. Soft finger picker. This is a song that I wrote when I was 16 years old. It's called The Sun Comes Up. The sun comes up on my side of town. There's not a single thing around to spoil my day. But I wake up alone in this place, and I would give all if I could wait to see your face. And are you aching just like me? Do you need me to kiss you good morning? Are you aching just like me? God has put us where we are. He has grabbed my hand. He is now leading, and he'll bring me to you someday. But the sun comes up on my side of town, and I'm still the only one around to start my day. I still wake up all alone in this place, and I'd still give all if I could wake to see your face. And the sun comes up. The sun comes up. I wrote that 22 years ago. It's hard to imagine how fast time flies. Let's see. Let's play. This is another song of mine called Mountainside. I'm going to loosen this tie first, if you don't mind. Let's see. Music Brain just rated the channel with 8 viewers. Way, welcome. All right. I love raids. Let's see. The Macaro, hello. Ying FX, hello. Music bringing the fire. Appreciate. Tim, okay, them Caro, the Macaro. And then we got Mikey Pikey, Mkey Peaky, All Seeing Eye Robot. Goes by MK or Mickey or whatever the hell you want to call me. Let's go by Mickey. Mikey Pikey. And one sank. One sank. Well, let me introduce myself to you guys real quick. My new friends. I'm Nick Straight. You've landed in my studio. This is, hold on. Nick Straight Music. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. Look, your name is, hold on. What am I doing? There we go. See, your name's right down there now. And you are follower number 110. Anyway, I'm Nick Straight. I am a musician. I have been a professional musician for 25 years, and it took me this long to find Twitch. I've been doing this for about 6 months now, and we've built a heck of a cool community here. I'm recording a solo album, and I'm doing it live on Twitch, so you guys are being able to watch the entire process as it happens. When I'm actually recording, I have my digital audio workstation up on the screen as well, so you can see what I'm playing, and you can see me working in my software and all my studio stuff. But tonight is Saturday Night Serenade, where I just do a laid-back acoustic session, play my songs for you guys. Hey, boy, you guys are all following me. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. It's good to have new friends. There's a lot of love here on this channel. I'm very open with my love for humankind, and we're very, very glad to have you guys here. So, let me play some songs for you guys. This is a song of mine called Bigger Than Me. Standing alone at the edge of the sea is a strapping young man who reminds me of me. He came from his home in the far distant hills. His soul, like the ocean, would never be still. And all that I have and all that I have lying here in the palm of my hands. Palm of my hands. His restlessness shows, his hunger still grows. He's leaving, they're watching him go. And when he returns, he will no longer be the boy, but the man he was longing to be. And if they can see, they can understand the power he holds in the palms of his hands. The palms of his hands. Standing outside on the edge of the sand, step forward, step backwards, we all walk the line between here and the magic that makes me believe in something much bigger than me. Sounding loud like a horn through the fog, this beacon of lightning that pulls him along. The love of his woman, the touch of a dove, exploding like passion from heaven above. All that I need and all that I'll be is here in this moment between you and me. Between you and me. When something is nothing, it's harder to see. But nothing is where you expect it to be. Like beauty that stabs through the heart of the night, this ocean of shadows must come to the light. Nevertheless, nevermore, you must find the strength to leap out from the shore. Leap out from the shore. Standing outside on the edge of design. Step forward, step backwards, we all walk the line between here and the magic that makes me believe in something. Standing outside on the edge of design. Step forward, step backwards, we all walk the line between here and the magic that makes me believe in something, something much bigger than me. Standing alone at the edge of the sea is a strapping young man who reminds me of me. Bigger Than Me is the name of that song. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And I'm so glad to have you guys here. Let's see. Them Caro, or the Macaro, Them Caro. I think that's probably what it is. I love this song. I love you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Charles Astra, hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, I've been checking you out on Instagram. You've been putting stuff up there, and he just goes by Arrow. Okay, thank you. You guys are obviously a tight-knit group of friends that have each other's backs. I respect that. Yeah, good to see you, man. Glad you're here. I want to make sure you guys know. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, okay? I do a lot of cool stuff here on Twitch, but I do all kinds of cool stuff on Instagram too. And that's how I keep in touch with you guys and let you know what's going on. I mean, I'm constantly on Instagram. And if you guys ever need like advice, recording, stuff like that, or songwriting, stuff like that, I get back to you real quick. I love that side of this. I love that side of this medium. Let's see. Ying FX. So passionate about music. I am. It's all I've ever wanted to do my entire life. When I was a little itty bitty kid, back in the early '80s, like Dire Straits' "Brothers in Arms" album came out, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like 2 years old. I was like 2 or 3 years old. I remember my parents putting that record on, and I was just like, man, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, is I want to make music. And here we are, almost 40 years later, and that's all I do. I just make music. Let's see. And, yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. See, listening to your story highlights earlier. Oh, cool, good. I'm glad. I put in highlights from last week's Saturday Night Serenade. I think I'll start doing that. I'll just do like a highlights reel every week. Let's move on. Let's play some more music. But yeah, that song is called "Bigger Than Me," and it is. I wrote that one like 15 years ago. I've got a lot of old music that I'm still working through after all these years. let's see. This is a song of mine that I was actually just about to play before you guys showed up. I think I'll play it now. I need to take a quick look at my stream here real quick. Woo, we got a legit party going on right now. We've got a legit party going on right now. This is a song called Mountainside. Very few of my songs do I actually write them to be like straightforward. This song sounds like an old cowboy song. It sounds like a story about a boy and his horse off on this wintry journey through the mountains, but it is, of course it's about that because that's what the words say, but the metaphor inside of the song is that sometimes you have to take calculated risks to get where you want to go in life. And that's what this song is about. And you guys don't know, this is Olive, by the way. This is my very trusty Epiphone Dove. All my guitars have names, and I have ripped them all apart with my own two hands and put them all back together with my own two hands. They're all highly customized instruments that do exactly what I need them to do. This is Mountainside. Before he set out on his journey, the boy from the valley said, surely there must be a way across the mountains that stood in his way. He would decide the path that he'd take. That's a choice that he'd have to make. But in all his confusion, his face was as pale as the snow on the mountainside. His horse was the strongest of any. The days that they'd shared had been many. When that day arrived, he said, come horse, let's go for a ride. They both seemed to know just what was at stake. But that's the chance that they'd have to take. So he and his steed both set off for the climb towards the shadow mountainside. Woo-hoo. They trudged on ahead up the mountain. The days too many for counting. The horse he broke stride. The boy jumped off and walked by his side. He would decide the pace that they'd take. That's a choice that he'd have to make. To build fire and shelter or ride till they both died high on the mountainside. Woo-hoo. The food had run out about halfway. Freezing, he thought about that day that he chose to leave. the strength then returned to his knees. He said to his horse, it's just me and you. Let's finish what we came here to do. With that they decided to finish their climb all the way up the mountainside. Woo-hoo. They crested the summit just as morning broke. A bountiful voice then suddenly spoke. You'll ride, come down here, see what you'll find. Leaving the mountain behind in their wake, there's a choice that they'll have to make. What to do with the sound of the freedom they found as they run down the other side. Never feel when you're nearing the shadow mountainside. Woo-hoo. Mountainside is the name of that song. Oh, let me get a drink of water. I'm going to rest my voice for just a minute. I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool. Oh, one thing that I want to mention to you guys as well. It was noted earlier that it sounds so good. Well, the reason that it sounds so good is you guys are getting high definition audio. You're actually running through my studio equipment. So you are getting album quality sound on this stream. Listen to it with the best headphones that you have, especially when we're doing recording sessions, because I have everything set up, everything's stereo panned and everything. So if you got a nice good set of stereo headphones with good bass response, you know, you get those nice big thumps and you hear exactly what I hear. So make sure when you come to the stream, you got the best headphones that you've got. That would be a bit of advice that I would give you. Hopefully, if you're just listening to it on any device, you're still enjoying it. But I'm saying for maximum enjoyment, wear some good headphones. But we can do all kinds of cool things on this channel. You guys want to see a music video? Every now and then I do what's called Random Jam Saturday. I do that before, that's my early show that I do before Saturday Night Serenade. And I will, a lot of times I'll open it up and I'll actually put a poll up on Instagram so my viewers can vote on what song that I work on. I'll give you guys like a couple of choices. And then you guys get to watch me in the course of that stream build the entire song, all of the instruments. And then we put it all together at the end and you guys, you know, get the full band experience. So let me show you one that we did a couple of months ago. And I made like a legit music video out of it. I think it's this one. This is a song called Here Comes My Baby. It's from 1967. Cat Stevens wrote it, but the most famous version was by a band called the Tremolos. Well, I put like kind of a kind of an indie country spin on it. So see what you guys think. And yeah, this is just a little taste of, you know, what you get here at Nick Straight Music.
In the midnight moonlight hour, he's walking along in lonely mile. And every time I do, I keep seeing this picture of you. Here comes my baby, here she comes now. It comes as no surprise to me with another guy. Now here comes my baby, here she comes now. Walking with a love that's oh so fine, never to be mine, no matter how I try. You never walk alone, and you're forever talking on the phone. I try to call your name, but every time it comes out the same. Here comes my baby, here she comes now. And it comes as no surprise to me with another guy. Now here comes my baby, here she comes now. Walking with the love that's oh so fine, never to be mine, no matter how I try. Here comes my baby, here she comes now. It comes as no surprise to me with another guy. Now here comes my baby, here she comes now. Walking with the love that's oh so fine, never to be mine, no matter how I try.
Well, there was that. Special thanks to, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And we do stuff like that on the stream. I mean, you can see, you know, you can even see the chat in some of those panels. You know, we did that in just a couple of hours live on the stream. And yeah, so we do cool stuff like that all the time. This is a fun place to be. And special thanks in that video to my amazing wife, Davina, for her expert skills at doing the floss. I still cannot figure that out for the life of me. I don't know. She's an expert at it. So we used her flossing talent, for the video. Let's see. Okay, let's get a little bit more mellow for a little while here. This is a song of mine that I wrote probably 6 or 7 years ago. I was going through a hard time in my life. I suffer from, I don't want to say I suffer from, that puts a bad spin on it. I have ADHD, chronic insomnia, and I've got some anxiety issues. I was going through a rough patch in my life, and one of the things that I did to kind of ground myself was I learned this exercise about bringing yourself into the moment. When you're worrying about things and you feel like you're having a panic attack and you're going to die, I kind of laugh when I say that, but it's really not fun. But a very helpful technique that I learned was using all of my senses to ground myself in the moment. So just trying to focus on what can I see right now? What can I hear right now? What can I smell right now? What can I taste right now? What do I perceive around me in my environment right now? And one of the ways that I used to practice that was I would draw a really hot bath so I could feel the water. And I still smoked back then, so I'd have a cigarette, and I'd taste my cigarette, and I'd have a cup of tea. I could taste that. I'd light some incense so I could smell it. And I would just lose myself in that moment, right? So I wrote this song about that experience so that when I went into the bath, I could sing this song to myself, and it was kind of like a meditation mantra. Saved me on many occasions. The song's called Ruminations in a Bath. Hold on a second. I want more reverb on my guitar. Da 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 da. This is a little bit more of a dreamy song, so we need a little bit more of a dreamy sound on the guitar. I taste my cigarette and my chamomile tea. I smell the incense, nag champa patchouli, and I feel the water surrounding my body. I feel the sweat as it pools on my face. Alone, but I'm fully aware that I'm stuck in a moment, lost in time. I hear my heartbeat and I know that I'm alive. I hear the whispers leave it all behind. If I listen close, then they'll say not to worry. If you stay true, things will work out okay. Alone, but I'll follow the love. Now I'm stuck in a moment, lost in time. I see the sunrise when I close my eyes. Ruminations in a bath. Let's play another mellow tune. We got a little bit of time left. About a half hour or so. This is a song that I wrote in during that same time period that I was just describing. This one is framed as a musician who is starting his life over, and he is looking at getting back out into the world, getting back on stage. But things have been different, things are different because he's been away for so long, which was kind of how I felt at the time. But I think everybody's had a moment like this in their lives. And in each verse, I refer to that fickle little friend that whispers in the moment. That is your confidence, which doesn't always stick around when you need it. So anyway, I'm going to play the song. It's called Caught Up in the End. Caught up in the end, the wreckage that surrounds you, this twisted metal bends and forms a cage around you. But that fickle little friend that whispers in the moment, then disappears again before the curtains open on you. And how times have changed since you took this stage. How can you be brave when you can't be saved? The time is fast approaching. The curtains now have opened on you. Caught up in the end. What the heck is wrong with me? I was just singing this song earlier. That's why. Caught up in the end. Your panicked heart is pounding out those same old songs again. Your audience is drowning, but that fickle little friend that whispers in the moment, then disappears again. Your audience was hoping on you. take too long? Or can you be strong? Can you learn this song so you can belong? Your audience is waking, an encore may be waiting for you. Caught up in the end, you never see the morning, you just lie awake in bed. You listen for the warning, but that fickle little friend that whispers in the moment will come to you again. A brand new door will open for you. Caught up in the end. Yeah, you know that exact feeling. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. We still got a pretty good crowd. I am now going to play a song called Flying By. I wrote this a very long time ago, but this song has a very interesting story. I wrote it driving home from work one day, and I was stopped at a stoplight behind this big old pickup truck, and there was a gentleman on the corner with a sign. He was obviously without a home, and he had fallen on hard times. And these guys hung out of the truck. They rolled down the windows, and they're all hanging out of the truck, and they are just hurling all kinds of horrible language at him, laughing at him, mocking him, calling him racial slurs. And the entire event just disgusted me. So I went home and I wrote this song in fairly short order, kind of about that experience, sort of. Well, it's inspired by that experience, but it's more like, just thinking about, how many people do we just pass by every day that really need our help? How many people's lives could we change by just slowing down for a second and just having an honest interaction with another human being, and just being kind. Just being kind, It only takes a second to completely change someone's day, either for the better or for the worse. So this song is about that. One more cup of coffee, 2 more cigarettes, and you go flying by. There's a man out on the corner, his arms are so outstretched, and you go flying by. Oh yeah. I'd never try to stand in the way of the way you live your life today, but Sometimes I feel I should try, 'cause we are the ones who just go flying by if we don't try. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Please empathize and care enthusiastically for your fellow man. 'Cause just like you and me, these people on the street are doing the best they can. Oh yeah. And I'd never try to stand in the way of the way you live your life today, but sometimes I feel I should try, 'cause we are the ones who just go flying by if we don't try. Ooh, yeah. So if you hear the words I sing to you today, I hope you're flying high. You know it only takes a moment to brighten someone's day. You only have to try. Oh yeah. And I'd never try to stand in the way of the way you live your life today, but sometimes I feel I should try, 'cause we are the ones who just go flying by if we don't try. No, I'd never try to stand in the way of the way you live your life today, but sometimes I feel I should try, 'cause we are the ones who just go flying by if we don't try. If we don't try, if we don't try. Flying by. Let's see. Let's play a Beatles song. That's just a little bit stinky. This is off the Rubber Soul album. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on the rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. Norwegian Wood, track 2 from the Beatles' Rubber Soul album of 1965. Let's see. This next one that I'm gonna next song that I'm gonna play is called Union Street. You may remember earlier I mentioned that the band that I was in for a long time was called Union Street. We named ourselves after this song, not the other way around. Rain is coming down in sheets, and so the lights are out on Union Street. Never really would have guessed that you'd knock on my door sopping wet. Give me your coat and kick off your shoes. Friend, you always chased away my blues. Sit by the fire with me, it's our only healing, until the lights come back to Union Street, to Union Street. Oh, oh. Let's talk of peace, let's talk of war. Let's talk of love till we can't talk no more. Speak of the rich, they're high on champagne. Then speak of our brothers, we're sleeping hard in the rain. And take this advice from me, it'll all be so sweet. Day we all can live in harmony on Union Street. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. So fare thee well, my Lord friend. Peace be with you, we will both meet again. Color this world with a love that's so strong. Let's come together, and it won't take long. And when the rain is gone, you will get to your feet. Peace will guide you back to Union Street, to Union Street. Oh, oh, oh. beautiful. Union Street. Let's see, we got about 15 minutes left. About 15 minutes left, and then I'll have to say goodbye to you guys until next week. I stream on Fridays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, which is 2100 hours, or 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then on Saturday, I stream twice usually at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then, of course, we do Saturday Night Serenade starting at 8 p.m. Pacific time, which is 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And I know that I do, some of my friends over there in Europe, that is the middle of the night for them, and sometimes you guys show up for this. That is dedication, and I love you dearly. Let's see. See how we're doing here. We have someone in the I'm not going to mention it. Never mind. Forget it. This is a song called Gray Area. You lazy lie about, there's nothing good about you. People often say you can't keep a job held down. Your soul's in lost and found, and you're better thrown away. But hey, why don't you be me? And I'll be you. We'll be truthful. Well, can you see through my eyes? What about my life could you find useful? There's nothing as black and white as it seems to be, and I'm clinging tight to the only dream I have. And this world is painted in a shade of misty mountain gray. Hey, hey, it may not all look the same once you make it through the hay. Hey, hey, now you're a lazy lie-bout, but there's nothing bad about you, because your family owns the mill. You keep your servants handy, your ring could feed a family, but they will hunger still. So hey, why don't you be me, and I'll be you, and we'll be truthful. Well, can you see through my eyes? What about my life that you find useful? There's nothing's black and white as it seems to be, and I'm clinging tight to the This world is painted a shade of misty mountain gray. Hey, hey, it may not all look the same once you make it through the haze. Hey, hey, this world is painted a shade of misty mountain gray. Hey, hey, it may not all look the same once you make it through the haze. Hey, 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 hey. Gray area. Well, folks, I'm going to play you one more song, and then I'll talk at you for just a couple of minutes, and then my payment to you for listening to me ramble on for 2 hours is I will do random dancing during the end credits. So, I mean, you all know that's the deal. I think some of you, that's your favorite part of the show. Sometimes it's my favorite part of the show, too. This is... Oh, hey, Almighty, how are you? Well, I might have to play a few more songs. I might have to play 2 more songs. I was just about to sign off. You came just in time, man. How are you, Almighty? It's good to see you. Let's play... That's the best kind of derailed there is. Cripple Ninja, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm Nick Straight. Nick Straight Music. That's me. This is my studio. Let's see, not too bad, thank you. Done some work on some original music and also played some multi-tracks at Devin Townsend. Awesome, very cool. Sounds like you've been staying busy too, my friend. I have been so busy lately. I had to cancel my streams for 3 weeks because of family stuff. Just getting together and seeing people for the first time in a couple of years. Let's see. I am gonna do something weird. I'm gonna do something weird just for you guys, okay? This is I call this an indie rock version of an Elvis Presley song. I don't do this often, but since you guys are here, and I'm going to play one more song before I go, I'm going to play this song for you guys. And then I'll play my... I love you too, Almighty. And then I'll play my my normal sign-off song, and then, as I was saying before, as payment for listening to me ramble on for a couple of hours, I will do random dancing during my outro end credits. This is an Elvis Presley tune. It's got my own flavor on it, though. A very old friend came by today, and he was telling everyone in town about the love that he'd just found, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. He talked and talked, and I heard him say that she had the longest, blackest hair, the prettiest green eyes anywhere, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Though I smiled, the tears inside were burning. I wished him luck and then he said goodbye. He was gone, but still his words kept returning. What else was there for me to do but cry? Would you believe that yesterday this girl was in my arms and swore to me she'd be mine eternally? And Marie's the name of his latest flame. Though I smiled, the tears inside were burning. I wished him luck and then he said goodbye. He was gone, but still his words kept returning. What else was there for me to do but cry? A very old friend came by today. He was telling everyone in town about the love that he just found. And Marie's the name of his latest flame. Yeah, Marie's the name of his latest flame. His latest flame. Woo! Thanks, Almighty. Quick tune-up. I'll play my sign-off song for you guys, and then you can watch me dance. Oh, thank you, my friends. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much for the follows, by the way. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we get up to all kinds of cool stuff here at Nick Straight Music. Yeah, dude, I don't know what's been happening, but I'm closer now than I've ever been. I think taking a break helped. All right. This is my love song to humanity, guys. I always play it as my sign-off before I dance like an idiot to the end credits. So this is called And Know I Love You. Forget what society says. Let's make a new way. New day, new games to play with the heart of a child. Driving me wild. I'm never growing up. I refuse. Categorically refuse to grow up. Forget what they want you to do, 'cause you could be true. A brand new I love you. Know the way we should start. Love straight from your heart. You know I love you too. Do-do-do-do-do. Forget what they want you to think, 'cause we're on the brink of a thin ice skating rink. But if we turn about today, if we jump in all the way, We could tell a different tale about the choice we made ourselves. Ooh, ooh. Yes, if we turn about today, if we jump in all the way, we could tell a different tale about the choice we made ourselves. Ooh, 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 ooh. Forget what society says. Let's make a new way and know I love you. And know I love you. And please know that I love you, because I truly do. Well, that was Saturday Night Serenade, my friends. I'm gonna go hang out with my family. That's all still here. So, you guys, take care of yourselves. Please, please do. Thank you, my friend. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope we see you guys back here. I stream every Friday at at 1 p.m. Pacific time, which is 2100 hours or 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Oh, you're very welcome, Charlastra. I'm very glad that you stopped by. Thank you so much. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, and then Saturdays also at 1 p.m., 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and then we do Saturday Night Serenade, which is at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and that is 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So, I love you guys. I know I say it a lot, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much for spending your evening with me. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself half as much as I enjoyed standing here and entertaining you guys and hanging out with you guys. You guys have all been great. We have made so many friends tonight. I mean, a lot of new friends tonight. And of course, some old friends stopped by as well. Almighty Warpig, thank you so much for bringing your friends. Cripple Ninja, it's very nice to meet you, my friend. Geez, so many people. It's like I can't even name you all by name. Are you? Hold on, let me pull up my Twitch app really quick. Oh boy. Mikey Pikey, I know, MKPK. Music Bring, thank you so much. Wansank, thank you. Thank you. All Seeing Eye Robot, thank you for the raid. Really appreciate it. Ying FX, thank you so much for the follow. Arrow, Them See Arrow, the Mick Arrow, something like that. I know that you go by Arrow, so we'll continue going with that. Demented Butter, thank you so much for stopping by. Let's see. 1900 Blank, thank you so much for the follow. Thanks for being here. Charles Astra Music, thank you. And the list just goes on and on and on. If I missed any of you, it's not because I don't love you. Please know that, and please keep coming back. Ishikawa Jones, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love you. You know we do. Anyway, so it has been a wonderful, wonderful night. I'm on cloud 9. Now I'm going to go read a bedtime story to my niece and nephew. Yay! It's so cool. Anyway, Love you guys with all my heart. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Get vaxxed as soon as you possibly can. And the only reason we say that is because we love you from the bottom of our hearts, and we want you to be around as long as you possibly can be. So please take care of you. Take care of those around you. And I wish you all nothing but peace, love, happiness, all the good things. Now, stand by for about 5 minutes of idiotic dancing by yours truly. See you soon.
Attention all you high-class social climbers, play your games. Meet the man that works the clock from 9 to 5 each day. Though you sign my paychecks, buddy, you ain't no mystic sage. Your signature ain't worth the ink you leave upon the page. But you will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're heading towards the morning. And you can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking down your nose at me, you think you're something else. You must think I'm the dog that drools each time you ring the bell. But I am not your servant of its most unholy kind. I am just a messenger here to free your minds. But you will not ignore me, I'll meet you in the morning. I think it's time you had a look at the other side of life. Can't you see the warnings? We're headed towards the morning. You can't stop the sun that shines a brand new kind of light. Oh, 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 oh. One day soon the sun will rise upon this human race. We'll see all the beauty that surrounds us in this place. It's not from all the things you buy with money you have earned. It's how you treat the people with the love that you have learned.